Zain calls box controllers junk. Tweet it. Don't misrepresent. Do not misrepresent me. What's the drama around box controllers right now? People are talking about. I don't think anyone's talking about banning them, but I think people are talking about nerfing them because SDI is good. You know, this is all Tyler Swift's fault. Sorry, not Tyler Swift. Swift's fault. If she didn't SDI in up air, like Fox's up air like 50 times, none of this would be happening. Fox players were safe until they hurt the Fox players' feelings. You know what's fucked up? I think the fucked up part about all this is that a bunch of players spent a good amount of money buying a rectangle controller. And they spent a good amount of time and resources getting good on it. And no one really said shit. I mean, there were people talking about banning it, but it wasn't really that overwhelming. And now after like a couple years, people spent 300 on a Goom Wave and they broke in like 2 weeks. That's true. That's a separate issue though. A big part of it is that Hacksaw's face in the community. You think that's related? Maybe. I think no matter what, we gotta keep them. I don't think they should go anywhere. But I don't know. I think how do you even implement an SDI nerf? I have no clue. Because I don't know how it works. I will quit Melee if they're banned. There are also a lot of people saying that. You said you wouldn't discourse? You're right, you're right. Sometimes I just can't help myself, you know? How many subs are more discourse? Listen. Why don't I take it to my good friend Rishi to hear his thoughts? Rishi told me he has like crazy opinions on the box. He has like the most hot take. All right, let's cut to Rishi. Any second now. Hello?
Hi.
Hey Rishi, it's come to my attention that you might have some hot takes on this box discourse.
Yeah, I always have hot takes.
That's what I always say about you, man.
Yeah. I always have the oven preheated. It's on all day, all night.
375.
Fire hazard. Yep, 375 fire hazard. But you know that's the best way to keep the hot takes fresh and ready to go.
That's right. All right. So what do you got? What do you got for us?
All right. My hot take is that we should actually buff the box controllers firmware, so actually make the angles a little bit better. Remove all of the SDI limitations. Right,
because that's what people are complaining about. But so you just make it better, right?
But here's the part, and some of you might have seen me tweet this, and I think this is definitely what we should do, is actually make the buttons pointier so that it hurts to press them too fast.
Interesting, very interesting, punishing take. Yeah.
So not quite like a thumbtack, but close to a thumbtack.
What if you made them like hot plates? Where like
you could do that too. You could do that too. That might be like a difference between boxes and frame ones.
Right.
One of them, the buttons are just really, really hot, and the other ones they're just like really, really pointy.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think you could actually throw in an option that if you have really hot, pointy buttons, you actually get even more buffs.
Oh, so the more pain you gain, the more buffs.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I was looking for a rhyme, but I couldn't.
The more you gain.
Yeah, and that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a good saying.
Yeah. So not everyone would have hand problems. That's right, G-subs.
Yeah, but different hand problems. It wouldn't be like muscle problems. It would be like your fingertips bleeding or like getting burns on your finger pads.
Right. Yeah.
And there's we have solutions to those, and you don't even have to go to physical therapy most of the time.
Yeah, you just slap on some Neosporin.
Yeah, Neosporin, burn ointment, some aloe vera. And then we can start getting like, you know, instead of GameCube controller modders, you have like homebrew aloe vera burn cream. And then there's just vendors for burn cream at majors. Right,
and you could even in between sets, you could have people applying some ointment.
Exactly.
In between games.
That's an entirely incremental revenue stream.
Right.
Smash community.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that is a hot take, but I think a pretty reasonable one at the end of the day.
Thank you.
Do you think about how hardcore we'd be perceived by other esports? Yeah, so this
I mean, we're already perceived to be pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Let's
not get it twisted.
People are like, wow, Melee players, those guys are hardcore.
Alright, there you have it, chat. What are your thoughts? Do we do the pointed buttons? The hot plate buttons? What do you prefer?
Oh, you know what? Adaptive hot plate buttons. So the faster you SDI, the hotter your button heats up.
I'd like to see Tyler Swift try to SDI on that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like your first SDI, you're at like a cool 70 degrees.
Yeah.
But by the time you hit your third SDI, it significantly increases up to like 120 degrees.
Right. And then you look over at Leffen and he's just laughing maniacally. Yeah, you'll think twice before SDIing on that controller.
You might only get one instance of 3 SDIs per game, if you know, or even per day.
Right.
So, you know, Swift would have to really think carefully, like, which Fox up throw up air do I want to SDI here?
And then I told myself that I wouldn't debox this course, but here I am. I mean, I guess it's important to talk about, but I'm not going to do it seriously.
Yeah. I think people are working on it.
Yeah. Fiction would love to hear these ideas. Oh, Fiction is the catalyst, isn't he?
I mean, Fiction had a pretty big tweet over the weekend about Melee. I think that pretty cleanly fits into the world we create with these new controllers.
Are you talking about the sex tweet?
Yeah, I am.
You think that's related to all this?
I think there's room for that in this conversation.
Right. How do we... For those of you who aren't familiar, can someone in chat link the Fiction tweet? I had no interaction with it, not a like, not a comment. I wanted no part of it. I just watched. His sex tweet was so accurate. You could do that about literally anything else. it just stands out more because he said sex.
Yeah.
A lot of controllers on the... Alright, Bones. I gotta really finish reading things before I say it out loud.
Yeah.
That's really funny though. Holy shit! Why was that possible? Yeah, band boxes. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, but for real, ban them though. Nah, I'm just playing. No, but for real, ban them. If I lose this game, we're banning them. Clip it and ship it. I was on the hot pursuit for him.